Happy Friday, everybody who's not actually out and trying to burn buildings down and causing havoc enough for our so-called government to want to restrict us from even our own health, our own bodies and what we can do and not do. So that's besides the point. Let's go ahead and talk about why I don't go along with hype. Let's not go along with the hype of um, whatever it is that brought Kamala Harris into power in this country, because she may be black and she may be a woman, but she's not qualified to lead a country that's as diverse as we are. Definitely doesn't really have the education or mentality. Definitely can be explained by the people that are backing her, like Eric Garcetti or Obama, for reasons that are going to just basically prolong their agenda of being the people that save this country. These people are like they were born in the same. I went to public schools in Santa Monica. Okay, I was I was born in '79. I went through the Santa Monica School District from all through '80s and '90s. Did the whole bit. I know what's going on in these people's minds. Greta, we all cared about our environment too when these people were trying to program us to care about it. But then life kept on going and it kept on going and going. And what do you do, really? You have to stop the people that are really the people that are trying to tax us. Why is come on? This is the most insulting part about it is like Jamaica Mon is trying to tax Mexican people. So if you really want to go there, LeBron, because LeBron is like, oh, white people are always just crocodile. Stop. You have to stop that, because you can kill me any day, but at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to have to pay for whatever it is. If I'm gone, you're gone. Yeah, and I'm not just talking about like, cleaning up after whatever else, but you have to stop going with the hype. Don't go with the hype. You're going with the hype. And when you go with the hype, so let's talk about who we should be worshiping right now. People that are sound, people that were brought up with a conscience, morals. We know when we're doing something wrong. What do? We turn to God. We worship God. This is not a voice in our head. This is a voice that is born. Listen, you're very disgusting. This kind, like this whole a baby is born with a communication to God. Believe me, innocence. It's called. Let's call it innocence. Okay. Now, as the baby progresses and has to be is forced to interact with other people, even their own parents at times, there's going to be a little bit of a impurity, I would say. Like there's so let's not go with the hype. Let's always just stick to let's do it even for the people that are going with the hype. Hey, you're getting with the hype. At the end of the day, is who are you going to be calling? Not Ghostbusters, not even Ghost from Inglewood. You're going to want to have somebody that's like actually say like, sound in their like, with their sanity. And I really don't think that we should be worshiping um like earth or anything. So the thing with Kamala and her like, the reason that I don't want to have a relationship with anybody that doesn't want to believe in a monoistic religion is because of like it's not okay. So she's getting like sort of like just getting by. She doesn't really have like a solid uh belief in it in anything. So she doesn't expect a solid belief in anything else. But if she fucked her way into being in the position that she is, then it makes it okay, and it's not okay. So what do the rest of us do that didn't fuck ourselves into being a whore in a position of going to France and embarrassing the rest of us? What do we do? I mean, it's kind of like, oh God, like, am I supposed to care that you're black? What does that even mean? I can't marry a athlete whom is black, and now I'm like, okay, I don't know. Either way, I'm not supposed to talk. No, we're supposed to have the best leaders in church. Kamala would have been fine. I don't know, like doing something else. I don't even know how she got that far, but people that fucked her, which there's many, will tell you how she did. And where the hell was I getting at? I don't even know. Okay. I was talking about worshiping and worshiping the earth is like worshiping sort of like men, right? Like the trees, the French fries. Hey, the French fries. We call them the French fries. What is she trying to get to? She's like, eh, is she targeting Mexican people about the Batalla de Puebla? The Batalla de Puebla. The oh please, the the French fries. The Batalla de Puebla. We did not come here a slave to you, my friends. No, we came here playing voodoo. We're playing voodoo on everybody else, my friend. Okay, yeah, stop it. Right. That's my voice. I don't know what the hell this woman's doing out there. Oh, God, jeez. Today I'm drinking red wine. Not promoting anybody else's wine, by the way. And I think that when you stop and just sort of consider that there's real people out there and not just cockroaches, like she's like basically the Scarface of the White House. She's like, I now squash him like a cockroach. That's what Kamala is. Like she's totally gonna do that. She that's what she thinks of us anyway. Like her and Susan Rice, right? Like they're like, we're black and we made it here. So we're we're gonna bully everybody. Seriously, give me a fucking break. You're fucking sad. And we're gonna tell every Mexican person to go and burn down. No, not happening. Nope, that's your folk. That's yo folk, my friend. Oh, it's not. Oh, because Obama's so polished and classy now. Okay, alrighty. Well, I just love the way I look on camera. Look at me. I'm like all like, sexy and stuff. I actually do hold a really good job. No, I'm not a real job at least. And after saying all of that, let me go ahead and tell you, hype worshiping guilt. There's a whole lot more that I have to say about whatever it is going on here. And when time permits, I will. Don't go along with the hype. The hype is the, what is it? The gravy train. The the bandwagon of propaganda. The in my case, right now, what I'm really appealing to is your own soul and yourself, your own soul, and stay worthy of yourself, and just I'm from California. Was I don't believe in Biden or Kamala. I don't believe in Jimmy Gomez. He's my congressman. I've talked to, like, we're gonna talk eventually. We'll see. Oh my God, why am I so beautiful? Jesus, look at me. Jeez, it must be all the wine. Is it all the wine? Okay, well, now that I've said everything that I've had to say, let's just get out of here. And no, okay. Okay, Monique, you have to read your little Bible thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and read my little Bible. Yes, it's me and my little Bible thing. God, I'm beautiful. Amazing. We are going to read the reason that I want to make this video was because of the whole, like, why are we even caring about the, like, supposed, climate sort of thing, like, up, like, yeah, this is really and I think that what infuriates me the most is that when people talk this way, and they're just like sort of like they're bullying, eventually is they want to want to have you being the person that holds the bag for people. It's like they I shouldn't have any health problems. I take care I take very good care of myself, beyond a lot better than I think that Susan Rice might holding her bag. I mean, Jesus, look at her. Like, no, Like, I'm not going to pay the price for anybody that's indulging in whatever it is people of their color are trying to go out and do to make a living. I mean, come on. I've lived with Black people because I was poor and didn't have to do a crime over it. Okay. So I really don't like, oh, you don't want to interact with other people because, oh, come on. That has nothing to do with dignity. Where the hell is, hang on a minute. Oh, sorry guys. I'm trying to pull up the my email. Okay, so this one here, this one was from today. I'll quickly, I'll just, bear with me, please. All men were by nature foolish, who were in ignorance of, sorry. This is a reading from the book of Wisdom, chapter 13, verses 1 through 9. All men were by nature foolish, who were in ignorance of God, and who from the good things seen did not succeed in knowing him who is. I'm going to start over, sorry. Um, all men were by nature foolish, who were in ignorance of God, and who from the good things seen did not succeed in knowing him who is. And from studying the works did not discern the artisan, but either fire or wind or the swift air or the circuit of stars or the mighty water or the luminaries of heaven, the governors of the world, they considered gods. Now if out of joy and their beauty they thought them gods, let them know how far more excellent is the Lord than these. All men were by nature foolish, who were in ignorance of God, and who from the good things seen did not succeed in knowing him who is. And who from the good things seen did not succeed. Okay. You saw the things that God has done for us. Why he even has us here and why he brings us together. Okay. And from studying the works did not discern. You knew that by even studying him you couldn't discern, but either fire or wind or the swift air or the circuit of the stars governors, let them know how far more excellent is the Lord than these. For the original source of beauty fashioned them, for they were struck by their mighty and energy. For from the greatness and the beauty of created their original author by analogy is seen. When you see beauty, you see my Lord, you see God. But yet, for these the blame is less, for they indeed have gone astray, perhaps. the blame is less for people that okay, that's fine. Though they seek God and wish to find him, for they search busily among his works, but are distracted by what they see because the things seen are fair. But again, not even these are pardonable. For if they so far succeeded in knowledge that they could speculate about the world, how did they not more quickly find its Lord? Well, that is actually not the actual reading that I was trying to, convey to Kamala herself. The one to Kamala is a little bit different. Um, the one to Kamala is it's more like the wisdom of seven, chapter 7, verse 22. In wisdom is the spirit, intelligent, holy, unique, manifold, subtle, agile, clear, unsustained, certain, not baneful, loving the good, keen, unhampered, beneficent, kindly, firm, secure, tranquil, all powerful, all seeing, and pervading all spirits. Though they be intelligent, pure, and very subtle, for wisdom is mobile beyond all motion, and she penetrates and pervades all things by reason of her purity. For she is an aura of the might of God, and a pure effusion of the glory of the Almighty, therefore, not that is solid enters into her. For she is the refulgence of eternal light, the spotless mirror of the power of God, the image of his goodness, and she, who is one, can do all things and renews everything with while herself perduring and passing into holy souls from age to age. She produces friends of God and prophets, for she is not God, for she is not God loves, but it not one who dwells with wisdom. For there is not God loves, but it not one who dwells with wisdom. For she is fairer than the sun. Oh, for there is not God loves. Oh, thank you. For she is fairer than the sun, and surpasses every constellation of the stars. Compared to light, she takes precedence. For that indeed night supplants, but wickedness prevails not over wisdom. Indeed, she reaches from end to end mightily and governs all things well. I'm not really sure if that's the one that I was actually referring to when I meant about like the whole environmentalist thing. Uh, I might actually have to drink a little bit more. Is it this one? You can't worship Satan and God at the same time. You have to worship one or the other. And I think that I've done enough in my life to, I've behaved myself in a way that I'm not trying to step over anybody and not try to be a better, like, like, oh, pomp and that sort of thing. I've only just tried to explain to you the things that perhaps people that want to lord it over me have tried to explain to me without the actual need, and then also because they just want to lord it over me. You don't have to lord it over me. I have a lord. My lord is fine. I do things very correctly and properly because I love my lord. The lord is not a man in this world, believe me. So, well, just happy to be here with everybody and happy to be a grandma again. And my grandson is gorgeous. Let's keep going in this world. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if it's going to be China or the USA, I don't know. You know, only God knows. But mm, I'm with the good people. My side is for God to decide because I should probably have more drinks now. Okay, so I'm gonna probably film again because I know that I'm gonna like analyze this whole thing. Like, did I necessarily get everything across that I wanted to get across? Probably not. Not in the way that I wanted to, at least. So when I revisit the topic, I'm gonna come back and leave another video. Don't watch videos with women that actually leave their breasts and don't have any intelligence and just okay, so that's kind of gross. Mm.